Hey, it's studio time. The Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Send your band submissions to Nate at radio949colorado.com.
All right, welcome back to Studio 94.9. It's the Locals Lounge here at Radio 94.9. Once again, Nate Wild here with you, and I got our guest of the week joining me. He's going to be at the Rice Festival this weekend. It's Shane Burke. Welcome, man.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Good?
You know, yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start off, if you could just introduce me and the listeners that may not be familiar necessarily to Shane Burke, a little bio.
Well, I'm a musician, a singer-songwriter kind of guy. I've been doing this now for a good few years. And, I don't know, as far as my sound goes, it's kind of a little bit of everything. I've always kind of compared it to the Beatles in a way, but not like in terms of like, I'm not as good as the Beatles or anything, but but how they're very varied in what they do. So that's kind of what I try to aim for, at least.
Okay. So tell me how you kind of came up as a musician, got into music.
Oh, wow. Well, when I was a kid, my dad was playing organ and guitar and stuff around the house. And, he was kind of my first influence, kind of got me into it. So at a pretty young age, I started learning how to play piano and organ and guitar and then drums and everything. And then I started writing my own songs when I was around 14.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I was 15, I had management for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got managed by the guys who managed Nils Lofgren at the time.
Okay.
Who still does play with Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band.
Huh.
So, and he was a good friend, unbeknownst to me, with Ringo Starr.
Really?
And, of course, I was a huge Beatles freak, as I've already probably shown you.
Yeah.
And so he goes to me one day, we're recording demos at his house of some of my stuff because he was such a nice guy. He thought he'd help out this kid, with his songs. And, he goes, hey, you want to meet Ringo? I said, what? Yeah.
Wow, no way.
And so, yeah, I got to meet him. He took me backstage at a show that he was playing with the All-Star Band.
Really?
And Nils was part of that show, so he could get me backstage. So I went back, and as soon as I went backstage, I heard, I saw this guy coming up to me, and he had an accent, and I said, hey, do you know where Nils is? Because I wanted to ask Nils where Jack Bruce was, because I heard he was there too.
Oh, really?
I walked up to Nils, and he goes, yeah, you just talked to him.
Wow.
Totally missed him. Because you could meet Peter Frampton up that way if you hurry. I go, Peter Frampton. I totally missed it.
Oh, man.
But I did meet Ringo, and when I met him, he said, hi, Shane, I heard your music. It was really good. And
Whoa.
I just lost it, basically. I blanked after that. I don't think I said anything to the man.
Yeah.
But it was a huge, huge inspiration. To keep going. I'm sure that at that age, Ringo was probably just being nice.
Yeah,
and I'm going to assume that. But I thank him for the compliment.
Totally.
Still keeps me going.
Ringo seems like a cool guy. Out of all the Beatles, he seems like he'd be probably the one I'd want to hang out with the most.
He's cool.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, right on, man. Let's go ahead and play a tune for the people. What do you say?
All right.
It's called "Get Along with Me." Can you tell me a little bit about this song?
This is just a song off of my first record, and it's just kind of a song about getting along, and it might be a bit naive. I don't know. I'm not the only one.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Short and simple. I can dig it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hopefully it'll pick up the guitar all right and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just try to get up on the mic.
All right. Cool. Well, once again, we got Shane Burke joining me in the studio. It's Studio 94.9. This is called Get Along With Me.
All right. If you were a bird, I would be a tree, and I'll shelter you, whatever comes to be. I mean, you get along with me. But if you were the moon, I would be the sea, and I'll wave to you, and you'd be a light to me. I mean, you get along with me. So clap your hands, sing along if you understand. nothing wrong, just a laugh when you think what you could be and still get along, get along, get along, you get along with me. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. But if I was a lock, you could be a key, and I'll still be there for you, babe. If you turn on me, I mean, you get along with me. But if I was a rock in the middle of a stream, I'll be your bridge, baby. You walk all over me. I mean, you get along with me. I'll sing it again. Clap your hands, sing along if you understand. Nothing wrong, just a laugh when you think what you could be and still get along, get along, get along, you get along with me. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. Ooh. So clap your hands, sing along if you understand. Nothing wrong, just a laugh when you think what you could be and still get along, get along, get along, you get along with me, get along, get along, get along. Nothing wrong, just a laugh when you think what you could be and still get along, get along, get along, you get along with me. You would get along with me.
Yes. Shane Burke, everybody. That was Get Along With Me. It's Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge here at Radio 94.9. So that was actually the first time I ever saw you play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, let's see. So I met you at the Whiskey one night. We were watching, Eric Biella was there.
Yeah, I think Tallgrass.
Tallgrass, was that who it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I've heard your stuff.
Incidentally, I made the album with.
Oh, really?
Tallgrass. Yeah, the new album Say, available on www.shaneburke.net.
Okay.
Plug in there.
Who has ShaneBurke.com then?
I don't know, actually.
Was that taken?
I'm not sure. I think for some reason I went with .net because I heard it was like a more advantageous way to go about it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, I don't know. I kind of pictured a little bit of maybe Ben Harper influence there. Is that accurate at all?
You know, I have definitely heard that song, Burn One Down. And all that stuff. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, he's great.
Cool. All right. Who would you say maybe some of your musical influences are as far as that influence you as a player?
I mean, it's funny. I listen to a lot of stuff, like I'll say like the Beatles and things, but I mean, I don't, play songs like they do, really, like it's not like it sounds like Obla Di Obla Da or something.
Right.
I think most of the influence that shows, I think a lot of times is like some of the more soulful kind of stuff that I used to listen to, and I still love like Ray Charles and Otis Redding, Sam Cooke.
I can see that too, actually, totally.
All those guys, they were a huge influence on me. Still are, Little Richard, I remember back the way he used to sing and stuff. He had a great range. Man, all of them. Chuck Berry, all those guys.
Yeah,
I love all the old music.
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can totally see that. Now that you say it, I can totally see that. The kind of the soulfulness, like in your voice, just you creep it in there.
Yeah.
It's definitely there.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Well, what do you say we play another tune here?
All right.
This one's called Hopeless. Can you tell me about this tune a little bit?
This song is, it's hard to explain. It's just kind of like, I guess it's about all the kind of stupidity of my past.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
how I think there's like a line in here where I say, "Give up when I feel down."
Okay.
It's kind of I've done that before, and I think
Right.
a lot of people have. So I tried to write a song about it because I think that's the best way to handle things. Just
Totally.
kinda get it out of you.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That is, and I play too, and that's a dead. No, I can't say dead. Dead on with how that works.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Once again, it's Shane Burke joining me today. Studio 94.9. This is called Hopeless.
Lately, my mind's like a mirror shattered on the floor, and there's no glue. In the darkness, gotta feel around, rearrange little pieces into something before I'm swept away. Oh, hopeless. Oh, singing now, hopeless. Lady of mine, you surprise me, you're so shiny, like a diamond in a gold mine. Didn't know you would dig me, so I dug a hole and I jumped in. Couldn't stand tall to jump out, 'cause I give up when I feel down. Oh, hopeless, so hopeless, yeah. Oh, see it now, hopeless. I could howl at the wind, but it never does me no good. It's like talking to a brick wall, or digging holes in the ocean now. Oh, hopeless, so hopeless, yeah. Oh, singing now, hopeless, 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 helpless, helplessly hopeless.
Nice. Shane Burke, everybody. This has been a treat, man. That was called Hopeless. It's Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge here at Radio 94.9, doing our special Rise Fest edition of the show. So every band you heard today is going to be at the Rise Festival this weekend, including this guy, Shane Burke. So tell me, man, do you still play the drums?
Yeah, whenever I can. I sold my kit to come out here, actually, before I moved. I had a really nice kit, too. I had a 67 psychedelic red Ludwig kit.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
So where'd you come from?
Maryland, like a little bit, like 40 minutes north of Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of country is that? I'm not familiar terribly.
Like suburbs. I
Okay,
think is what
okay.
you'd call that. But originally, I was born in the city, and we lived there originally. But then we moved to the suburbs.
Okay.
And then I was suburban.
Suburbs are the biggest bummer, aren't they?
They really are. They were worse than the city. The city was cool.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm with you, man. So how long you been up here then?
It's been a few years now, on and off. I was out here about 5 years ago now,
Okay.
for like a year, and then I moved back and made my third album. Then I came back out, and I've been here for, since 14, I think. So it's 3 years.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you say your first record, like these songs are off your first record, the The first two were.
Well, the first one is. The second
Okay.
one is off my second album.
Gotcha. When you say that, that wasn't something you recorded when you were like a teenager, was it?
No, I was 26, I think. for that
Okay,
album.
okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
you-
technically not my first effort. I was making music for like a decade or more prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, I never officially released all that stuff. And, so this was the first official release.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I was curious. Like, this guy started when he was like 14 years old, and he was signed to a record label and met
Yeah.
Ringo Starr and all this stuff. Is this the same stuff?
Yeah, no, it's different stuff. Actually, the stuff that I was playing then was much more piano focused.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually a much better pianist than I am a guitar player.
Really?
But I prefer to play guitar because I can stand up when I sing, and that's a little easier. Well, I guess I could stand and play piano, but kind of doing the Jerry Lee Lewis. thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Little millennium man over here. Sweet, man. Well, let's play one more tune for the people. It's called Hey Hey.
Yeah.
And this is a new tune, right?
Yeah. This is on the new record. It's the first track.
Okay, cool. And this is out right now.
Yeah. This is currently available on my website, streaming and downloadable, www.shaneburke.net.
There you go. .net.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's kind of like about Colorado, I guess.
Okay.
It's about my current situation and how, it's just, getting bands together and playing shows, and there ain't no finer way to live.
I like it. Cool. Once again, it's Shane Burke joining me in the studio today. Studio 94.9. This is called Hey Hey.
Out in the country living like we're millionaires. Ain't got much money, but we're making bread. Me and my friends are starting up a band. Got my baby on the auto harp. Brother, you should hear her sing. Hey, hey, hey. There ain't no finer way to live now. Hey, hey, hey. There ain't no finer way to live. Out in the garden playing on my violin, or in the kitchen banging on the pots and pans. I guess I just make music no matter where I am. Put my baby on the auto harp. Brother, you should hear her sing. Hey, hey, hey. There ain't no finer way to live now. Hey, hey, hey. There ain't no finer way to live. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Hey, now, baby, baby, don't you understand? You got one life, better live it while you can. So come on now, come on, clap your hands. Everybody from the mountaintop to the bottom of the valley, sing. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live now. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Sing again. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live now. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Hey, 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 there ain't no finer way to live. Ooh.
Yeah, Shane Burke. Hey, hey. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So before we started doing radio today, Shane was telling me that he was having a hard time choosing that final song because you've been playing with the band more than you have doing like the solo acoustic by yourself thing.
It seems lately, you know.
And that was one of the ones you were kind of iffy about because...
Yeah, you know, because it's got a lot of like little twiddly notes in there.
Totally are, but you did amazing at it. That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool, man. So... once again, it's Shane Burke, Studio 94.9, and got the Arise Fest this weekend. Which day are you playing?
I'll be on August 5th on the main stage. That's the Eagle stage with my buddies from Tallgrass.
Nice.
And that's going to be at 12:15 p.m. till 1 p.m. And then I'm going to be doing a Songwriter in the Round, one of 3 featured artists in the Dome area. I think the same day. I think it's around 3. I'm going to have to double check about that. If you want any information about tickets and everything, it's www.arisefestival.com.
Got it.
Also, I'll be on August 6th on the Scene stage at 7:45.
You're playing 3 times.
3 times.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, cool, man. What else you got going on? Anything else coming up as far as gigs, releases, anything like that? Recording?
I'm actually going to be doing a special 10-year anniversary kind of thing for my first album and getting in the studio with the guys and re-recording a couple of the songs, including the first one I played tonight.
Oh, nice.
Get along with me. Because we don't currently have a band version of this song. So I'm like, let's get that, you know.
Nice.
And good thing to do for a 10-year anniversary and everything. I can't believe it's been 10 years, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, right on, man. Thanks so much for coming in. Shane Burke. Once again, catch him at all those things. Can't thank you enough, man, for coming in, sharing your music, and sharing your stories.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.